There, I found my tracing paper. So what I'm going to do is show you here, this is just a standard type of tracing paper. You would use this to trace your design, unless you previously sketched it right onto your watercolor paper. But you just want a tracing paper that you can actually see through. We don't want it to be too dense or too stiff, because what will happen is when you transfer your design, you'll have to press too hard and you'll end up damaging the watercolor paper below. So just a standard pad of tracing paper is all that you need. And when you use your tracing paper, you need to have graphite paper to transfer the design with. What you do with the graphite paper is you slip it underneath the tracing paper like this and use it the way we used to use carbon paper in the old days. Now let's talk about the graphite paper. Here we have two different types. This one is wax-free. This one has a coating of wax on it. You really have to pay attention to which one you use. We do not want to use anything that has wax on it, because when you press onto this paper, it will leave a residue of wax behind, and that will act like a resist and prevent you from applying water to the surface. So we don't ever want to use wax-coated graphite paper. We want the wax-free graphite. The older graphite gets, the better it gets. A lot of the graphite residue will wear off from subsequent uses, and then it just becomes better with age. What I like to do before I use my graphite paper is just rub it down like this and get the excess graphite. You can see just a little bit of it there on the paper towel. But I always wipe it down so that I remove that excess when I turn it over onto my watercolor paper and transfer my design. It's just going to leave the lightest little bit of image for me to follow when I go to paint. The gray graphite is really all that you would ever use. We wouldn't use the white, obviously, because we're working on white paper. So there we go, graphite paper.